Driving in Lagos could be fun, but sometimes can be a Herculean task to some people, given the metropolitan nature of the state, which is home to over 20 million people from different tribes and religion. Lagos roads play host to over 5 million cars and 200,000 commercial vehicles at a time the national average stands at 11 vehicles per kilometer. In 2017, Lagos State recorded an average of 227 vehicles per kilometer off the road on a daily basis. In view of this, activities of drivers in Lagos have to be put on check to facilitate and bring about reduction of mistakes leading to carnages on the roads. Into the special report on T.H.E.M.E S Agenda This week, Damilare Fagunwa of our News and Current Affairs Department delves into the activities and achievements of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, with respect to the T.H.E.M.E S agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. In order to basically curtail the excesses of drivers while putting them in proper perspective, the Lagos State Drivers Institute LASDRI was established through a law number 13 published in the Lagos State Official Gazette of July 2007 to correct the driving mistakes of the past where drivers drive on the highway without adequate training. The setting up of the institute in Lagos State was a bold step towards ensuring that drivers driving on Lagos roads are well schooled in the technology of driving by imbibing defensive driving techniques to reduce road crashes and traffic infraction while improving the level of road literacy and ensuring a safe highway transportation system in the country. In furtherance of this, towards the end of 2021, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu renovated and transformed the LASDRI headquarters as well as the Ikeja Center of the Institute through the Lagos State Infrastructure Asset Management Agency LASDRI, noting that the renovation is to greatly increase the influx of drivers to the Institute as the environment is now more conducive for learning. As an agency which ensures that all professional drivers are certified medically and mentally fit by the authorized medical authority and also conducts vision tests and makes appropriate recommendations while it provides prospective employers with the driving history of professional drivers. One of the key launch Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu did was the upgrade of the agency's eye screening unit with simulators as well as seatbelt convincer and also provision of a world-class training equipment. The agency also ensures training drivers comply with all the safety guidelines as part of their daily routine, as well as to ensure that good health and sound mind are key factors in safe driving as it trains professional drivers in driving skills, road traffic rules and regulations, adequate trainings on the proper use of the highway codes, improved driving techniques of all categories of drivers, organized conferences, seminars, workshops and educational programs for professional drivers from time to time. In its recent efforts towards contributing to the transportation and traffic management in the T.H.E.M.E S agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, LASDRI General Manager T.H.E.M.E revealed that the institute will be establishing more annexes in an effort to train and recertify more professional drivers towards ensuring safer motoring. Towards the end of last year, the institute established 5 new annexes, bringing the total number of LASDRI's operation centers to 10. This, according to her, is LASDRI's strategy for the year 2022 to reach as many professional drivers as possible and surpass all the previous training records. Hence, the need for more annexes, especially for areas that are yet to have any LASDRI center or annex. The General Manager further said the Institute will be organizing public enlightenment and advocacy campaign programs at motor parks and garages spread across Lagos State. All these are to ensure that no driver is left behind in the agency's recertification scheme. To keep its mandate, the agency organized a one-day mandatory on-site training exercise for professional drivers at the Ojota main garage. Speaking at the training exercise, the General Manager of the Institute, T.H.E.M.E, said the on-site training is part of the Institute's work plan and strategy designed to reach out to as many professional drivers as possible in year 2022, particularly those with busy schedules, while noting that the compliance with the transportation guidelines in Lagos State is non-negotiable and that ignorance of such rules and regulations is not a tenable excuse when caught on the wrong side of the law. LASDRI, in partnership with Autoglobe Media Services and Lagos Computerized Vehicle Inspection Service (LACVIS), rewarded 25 professional drivers for displaying high level of discipline and decorum behind the wheels. Commissioner for Transportation, Frederick Oladende, noted that this is an attestation to Lagos State government's commitment towards encouraging and motivating trained professional drivers in the public and private sector, whose watchword has been safety, thereby reducing road crashes.
The theme of this year's tag Promoting a safer driving culture on Lagos Road is an attestation to Lagos State government's commitment towards encouraging and motivating trained professional drivers in the public and private sectors whose watchword has been safety, thereby reducing road crashes.
The General Manager of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, T.H.E.M.E, also noted that the event is designed to appreciate and commend road users, especially trained professional drivers in the public and private sector, who have in the course of the year observed traffic rules and regulations.
We expect more of these commercial drivers in the institute. So I'm appealing and begging, please send your drivers to the institute. We have the wherewithal to take driving job to the next level.
The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the Lagos Computerized Vehicle Inspection Service, LASDRI, Segun Obayendo, commended the initiative, which he said will ensure safety of all road users. Just recently, the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Transportation and the Lagos State Drivers Institute, partnered with the Nigerian Postal Service (NIPOS) to organize a 2-day mandatory industrial professional training program for 6,000 dispatch riders and delivery drivers across the state. The training, with the team enhancing professionalism in career and logistics service, was in line with the T.H.E.M.E S agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration to ensure safety of lives, properties and goods on the roads, as well as educate dispatch riders and delivery drivers on the need to be professionals while riding in the state. Commissioner for Transportation Frederick Oladeyinde, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Transportation Kamau Oluwasegun, said the essence of the training is to regulate the logistics sector, as there has been unprofessional conduct of dispatch riders in the state.
LASDRI, being our organ, is to certify both drivers, commuters on Lagos Road. We thought that if we have this partnership, then apart from the industrial aspect of the training, there's going to be the professional aspect of the training. And at the end of the day, our riders will also be certified. Because most of them don't know that you can't drive on the walkway, you can't drive on the median. The essence of this training is to make available the rules to them and the conduct, so that at the end of the day, our roads will be safer for the populace.
On our part, General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute, T.H.E.M.E, who said the 6,000 dispatch riders will be trained in 20 weeks, said this will enable sanity on the roads, as the partnership with NIPOS, that is the controlling agency of courier services, will update the knowledge of riders on rules and regulations of using the roads.
So the partnership with NIPOS, at the end of everything, we are going to be experiencing the kind of safe motoring in Lagos State.
Also, NIPOS Postmaster General Ismail Adeusi said the partnership with Lagos State government and training for dispatch riders and delivery drivers is to ensure that they comply with the professional and ethical standard of NIPOS, as it aims to take the program nationwide. Drivers in the institute who have gone through different trainings in the institute also shared their experiences on all what they have been taught in class and how best they can apply it when using the roads.
I've been coming 3 years ago, and I learned a lot. Defensive driver, had to take care of my VIP and road sign, all those. They have to obey the law. They have to follow up. That's the advice.
I've been learning a lot. The first time I came here is about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I discovered that many things that I forgot. I've been driving more than 20 years now. But things that, anytime I came here, I realized that I recollect many things that I forget on driving. So I really gain a lot since I've been coming here. I think the government have a lot of things to do, because some of the drivers, they don't like to come to this place because maybe because of time, maybe ignorance of people. They don't know it doesn't have meaning for them. If it have meaning for them, they will like to come here. I always like to come here to learn more. We learn every day. I really appreciate it. If government can still continue on that.
I've been driving for a very long time. I think I've been driving, let's say, 10, 15 years now. So we've been mandated that as a professional driver, we should come for the training, and the experience so far has been okay. Because there are some things you don't know before that people here will teach you or will remind you. You might have been trained by VIO, but you might have forgotten because of your daily activities. But here, they will remind you of those things. They will tell you the signs, how you have to obey the law and the offenses. And they will even teach you the law, your responsibility to yourself, to the society, to the government, and even to your vehicle.
There is no doubt, however, that with the 10 centers and annexes across the state government, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has empowered LASDRI to effectively carry out its responsibility and ready to take the state to greater heights and ensure carnages are reduced on the roads. With this, we have come to the end of this week's edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, which focused on the activities and achievements of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI. For feedback, you can follow us on our various social media platforms: Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Also, you can now download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, from Play Store for more traffic updates. This program is the production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Abiola Fagbolago.
You just listened to today's edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, which examined the activities and achievements of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, in line with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's